All right.
What's up?
We're at the LA Regional right now.
Hello,
What did you play
YouTube.
today?
Infernoid, baby.
And we're
Infernoid
here
what?
with...
Infernoid, Lair, Danger.
Let's get into it.
Damn, can you say his name at least?
This is Top 64 Andrew.
Just Drew.
Just
Don't
my
disrespect
bad.
me like that, bro.
out.
Oh, I know.
All right, let's get
see
into
what you got.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, classic Infernoid shit. You play that, the 3 Decatron,
Oh, okay. The standard.
two Big Daddies,
Big Daddy.
Oh, what it do, baby?
and then you play the one-ofs. You can make whatever one-ofs you want, but
Really?
you gotta play one of this guy,
Just one harmony?
one of that guy. That one's questionable, but you kind of want him because sometimes you need a Void Feast for just him, because you have no more Decatrons. So, yeah, him because back row's a thing. Him because, like, dude, I use this to out Colossus like so many times, man.
Yikes.
So, can
And
you,
then that brick, just so I could summon 2 Decatron.
Okay.
so can you explain to the newbies on the channel what those cards do?
Yeah,
Okay.
not a lot of people know what Infernoids do.
All right, so the medium boys, aka these guys, they're all quick effects to tribute a monster on my side of the field to banish a card from their graveyard.
Okay.
And then the smaller boys have the same effect, but it's only on their turn.
Okay.
And then
They're quick effects, correct?
their quick effects,
On your opponent's turn.
yeah, but only
Yeah.
for your opponent. And then Big Daddy 3K, he's a dark hole when he's summoned,
Yikes.
and then he can negate a spell or trap by attributing.
Okay.
And then Big Daddy 29 is the opposite of this guy. So he's a heavy storm when he's summoned, and then you can negate a monster effect.
Okay.
And then this guy,
It's copycat.
yeah, he's copycat. He just sends these
One
guys
comes
to
up
the
to
graveyard
grave.
and he copies them.
Okay.
He's the poser.
The poser. Got it.
Yeah, so that's all the Infernoids.
He pushes Mongo.
Yeah.
Yikes.
And then I played some Dangers because I didn't have Extravagance. So the 1 Snake, because I only have 1 Snake. 2 Bigfoot, because I didn't have more than 1 Snake. And because Bigfoot's actually kind of good for breaking boards, which I had to do a lot. Bigfoot popped
That
mad,
pop effect
mad
is
floodgates,
underrated.
bro. Mad floodgates. And then 1 Rabbit Boy,
Oh, okay, Rabbit Boy.
because I only have 1. And then 2 Nessie, the most important one. Dude, so good with the fucking the Infernoid spell, dude. So good. Plus. Plus. All right, and that's all the Dangers. Of course, I'd want to play the 2 of all the good ones, but
Money
I'm playing Infernoid.
happens.
And then the last 2 monsters are 2 Arima.
Oh.
He just searches for Layer Darkness because Layer
Tributes
Darkness
himself?
is broke. You can discard. He's a
Discard effect?
Discard to search.
Oh, okay, perfect.
And then when he's on the field, you can tribute a dark monster to draw a card.
Yeah.
It sometimes comes up with Layer because you can tribute their monster to draw a card. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's cool. I'd probably drop 1 for the terraforming now that I think
okay.
about it.
Yeah.
And then let's get to spells traps. We'll start with spells. 3 Void Banishment. You want to see this card every single game. If you don't, you're probably going to have a bad time. It searches for any Void card by discarding a card. And it has a second effect that comes up every 30 games.
Every 30 games.
Yeah, that's being generous. So you got that. And then the other Void spell. This is the fucking work.
What it do?
This is the fucking
Imagination Dream
whenever
Machine.
you're going second, if you open this, the rest of your hand is to bait out negates so you can resolve this.
Perfect.
This is what you want.
Has anyone ever ogred you on that?
On this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Once, but not today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they're bad today.
Pretty much like this is like shit all fusion. But it's
crack.
like it's even more nuts for Infernoids because you summon a big ass beatie, you send up to 6 Infernoids from your deck to the graveyard, and then when the big guys summon, you can send up to 3 cards from your extra deck, and you send like triple Natisse, and then you pop 3, and then you just pop off.
Nasty.
It's mad nasty. Anytime you resolve this, you're like you're winning definitely.
Okay.
And then other 3 ofs, play 3 call by. I was playing 3 gamma at first, but then I don't know.
Gain in the call by?
I feel like this is better for salad.
Okay.
I feel like I would want to go back to gamma, to be honest.
How many salads did you play today?
I played 2.
2 salad, really?
I won both.
Wow.
Salad, one of the easier matchups for me. All right, because 3 I kind of brick on, and then 2 because it's good for going first. Because you really don't special summon on your first turn because you're just trying to get to your win con for first turn, which I'll get to. And then the 1-ofs. Oh no, not the 1-ofs.
Oh.
There's 1 2-of layer.
Layer? Did you bump it up to 3 or no?
Real judge.
I would,
Judge Judy.
but after today, before I was contemplating it, but after today, 2 I definitely think is the better choice because I drew both of them like 4 times today.
Yikes.
So I mean, but it's good because like you just bait out the first one, and like they're out, you negate, and then you drop the second one and they
I
side.
do a diagram. Like, oh, pop diagram? Sure,
Yeah,
activate diagram.
and then the 1-ofs rekindling. Honestly, I should drop this. Like most of the time, I just brick on it.
Okay.
But like it could be so good, but whatever. Card destruction, because dangers and infernoids, man. Holy shit!
This shit
It
genius.
pops off.
Open
And then 1-for-1 because Decatron's their whole deck.
Pretty much.
And then 3 of the trap.
The must.
Yeah, the must, because this is how you go first. If you can't resolve this first turn,
You lose.
you're probably losing. You're probably losing.
Has anyone ever stopped that and you ever had another out to winning or?
If I don't resolve this card, it's just a grind game, or I get OTK. Most of the time, I just get OTK.
Works for me.
Yeah. All right, on to extra. You play Big Daddy, Super Big Daddy. He's the one that you summon off the Void Imagination.
Okay.
And then his effect is, he has 4 effects. You only ever use, like, the first 2. The first one is to send the 3 from your extra deck to the graveyard,
Yeah.
which you send triple Matisse.
For the pop ability.
So you pop 3, and then you just plus mad. That's it for the fusions. Everything else is links. Play some 1s, Amirage. It's just because, I don't know, man.
Fire's a fire type,
It's just
right?
just to like get rid of a link 1. Or just
Okay.
like it's just a link 1 that sometimes you get stuck.
Just for fodder.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then link Rebo, because sometimes your Decatron gets ashed or
Oh, yikes.
impermed, so
So you have a safety
I
route?
just have like, okay, at least I get a link Rebo.
Here's my detour.
Yeah, and it's cool because if he's in the graveyard, and you can try to use another Decatron effect.
Yeah.
And if they try to like imperm or some shit, you can just chain Link Rebo from the graveyard to tribute it,
Okay.
and then it loses target, and you get your Decatron effect. All right, and then for 2s, standard, that guy.
Phoenix
V-Cop.
in the back row.
V-Cop's
V-Cop.
funny with Lair, because her effect actually comes up that you contribute their monster to
Really?
protect. It's kind of funny.
Damn.
Underclock, he helps you OTK.
Okay.
Yeah, he just helps you OTK. And then you play Hida, because Hida like helps
Your
you
whole deck is
link
fire.
climb. Like
Yeah,
the whole
pretty
deck's
much.
fire, and Hida helps you link climb like a lot because she's just too good. And then Sunlight Wolf, because you can actually use Sunlight Wolf in this deck. Like you just use it and then summon Infernoid to it, add back Decatron. It's pretty good.
Yikes, because Decatron's fire.
Yes, sir. And then you're link climbing with Hida, so you can get to this guy, because he's like
Equimax,
he's like
OTK City?
he's like your biggest win con. After you resolve imagination to get to this bitch,
Yeah.
like most of the time you're gonna be doing into this, and then you just summon this guy because you can just summon him and
Yeah.
any 2 Infernoids and you have OTK.
Okay.
Because like you just attack with him with like a big ass fucking hit, and then you use an Infernoid to tribute it off so you can attack with the other ones.
Huh.
And then Boral Sword, if I can push that far,
Yeah.
because sometimes if they have like one in defense, like he doesn't work out.
Yeah.
So Borosword's good, and then Borreload because this like
Which did you
auto wins
prefer?
thunders most of the
Yeah.
time.
Which did you prefer out of the two, Borreload or Borrelsword?
Honestly, I feel like Borreload comes up more often,
Just for the.
but it's hard to go into Link Force in this deck.
Okay.
But whenever I do make Borreload, honestly, like most of the time I win off of it.
All right.
You should do a deck profile.
All right, off to the side. My side was kind of bad. I should have sided more for Orcus because that was my hardest matchup.
Dude, I had like no Orcus today.
Dude,
Literally played
lucky
none.
you.
Yeah, no,
Lucky
unlucky
you.
me. I played Jank Stun. Horrible.
Lunalite Orcus is a fucking scary deck, dude. I couldn't let this go. I had to put it somewhere so it went in the side.
All right.
Really good, because most of the time you use it to prevent this from getting fucking ashed or some shit.
Okay.
It's just good. Going
Anti-ash.
first and second. I side this in almost like every game.
Okay.
And then 3 Nibiru because
The Rock is
you
cooking.
I feel like you just can't play this right now. You can't not play this right now.
Okay.
Because like if I open this against the combo deck, then I'm having a good time.
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
like end of main phase chain.
Yeah, I'm having a good time. I just like, oh yeah, here's a nice big token, and then I pop it with a Harmatic. It's all good.
Beautiful.
1 order. Side this every time against Striker.
Yikes.
Auto win. 3 Cyclone.
Yikes. I got triple Cyclone first match.
That sounds like a rough time.
First turn he opened 3. I was like, yeah, sure. I'll lose.
Honestly, I don't know about these. It's kind of good, but I only sided in during like if I would go to against True Draco or Pendulum.
Definite side.
Going first against Pendulum, of course.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, and then double Pankratops.
For the
I
pop-
sided this in a bunch, but I never saw it, and I know it would have been good if I actually saw it. But you know, Pankratops, he's good. And then 2 Denko. Denko's so good against like Striker, Draco, everything.
Did you play any Guru Control today? Because I heard that was a big pain in the ass for a lot of people today.
No, I didn't play Guru Control, but I did play Striker, and this definitely came up in Striker.
When they set with multi-roll, right?
When they said anything, dude,
Oh, okay.
I'll Denko them for 2. I don't give a fuck. As long as I plus 1 off, man, that's good.
Yikes! Poke, poke, poke.
Yeah, I just the static plays. You can just Denko this or Denko them, and then like if they're a back row heavy deck, you summon the big baby 29, and then you just wipe their whole back row and they don't do shit.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's the end of the side deck, and I think that's also the end of my profile.
Nice. Do you have any shout outs you want to give out? Any locals? Any friends?
Shout outs to all the homies from Nenjoy. Y'all make the whole 10 round fucking bearable. And then shout out to homie in 7th round that let me roll a die for the win.
Huh? That really happened?
Because there's a discrepancy in time, and we're just like fucking roll for it, and I won
Yikes.
2 for 2, baby.
Oh no. So yeah.
Yeah, shout out to everybody, man.
Awesome.
Thank you.
We'll see you in Vegas, baby.